Hi everyone, welcome to a pack with me video. Let's just head into the first step that I take when I pack, and that's go through who, what, why, when, where, how. Before I get to packing, I want to make sure I have these considerations in my mind so that I'm actually packing the right stuff. So let's just start off with who. For this vacation, I'm going with my husband and my baby, and we're not going to visit anyone, no family or friends. Next up is what. So this is a family vacation where we are heading to a place called Holbox, Mexico. The where question to me also incorporates where I'm actually going to be staying, like my accommodations and what those can offer. For instance, just simple things like if they have shampoo and conditioner available. When, so what time of the year that I'm going and how long I am going for. We are taking off very soon and it's forecasted to be beautiful weather and sunny days. And we're also staying for 3 nights for a total of 4 days. Next up is what, and I ask the question, what are we actually going to be doing while we're there? So we're probably going to be at a pool or the beach by day and then heading out for some early dinners, but nothing too fancy. This is definitely a casual trip. Next up is why. So I ask myself whether it's business or personal. This one is definitely personal. And then the actual why, like the reason why we are taking this trip. And it's to relax and enjoy time as a family because my husband is finally off from his year of teaching. And finally, how. And by this I mean how we are actually getting to our destination. This time it's a car combined with a ferry. So with all those things in mind, it's now time to actually begin packing. And the first step of that always for me is picking out what I'm going to pack in. So I very frequently pack in a backpack, but because we're taking a car, I can have a little bit more room. So I am going to be packing in this slightly larger weekender bag. Okay, now it's finally time to pack, and I keep things so simple. I literally go room by room when I pack, and I typically start with the closet because clothes takes up the largest portion of what I'm going to be packing. I could do an entire video dedicated on why I'm packing these specific items, but I'm gonna keep it quick and just give a brief explanation. So I'm taking 2 dresses. This is my everything dress. I can dress it up, I can dress it down. I also use it as a beach cover up, so this is definitely coming along with me. And then I wanted to take a dress that was significantly different. So it's a little bit more form-fitting, is a little more classic and less feminine. So these are the 2 dresses that I am going to be taking. Next up is tops. I'm going to be taking 4 tops. Let me briefly explain them each. This one is just a shirt of my husband's, a button-up shirt. I wear this sort of stuff all the time when I travel, so I'm keeping it real with you guys. I'm packing one of my husband's shirts. And it might surprise you to know then that I have a second shirt that I am taking with me, this brown one. I just really like button-up shirts because they're really easy in hot destinations. I can roll the sleeves up or I can keep them down if I need a little more like sun protection. And they're flowy from the body so I don't get sweaty. It's a really great option to have. Typically I would only pack one, but I have the extra space because we are taking a car, so I'm gonna indulge and take 2. The next thing I have is just a little shirt. This is actually a lounge set. So yeah, of course I can wear it for lounging around the hotel, but if I need to, go in the outdoors, maybe go to like a lunch or something like that, I can dress it up a tiny little bit. And then finally I have a tank top, just a plain black regular everyday tank top, which I find very versatile when traveling. Okay, and now I have bottoms, and I have 4 bottoms to chat about. The most covering is this pair right here. These are a pair of pants and they match, yes, that brown shirt that I just showed you. I'm definitely going to get a lot of good use out of these, and again they can add some sun protection, but they're still light and breathable, so they're not going to weigh me down and be too heavy in a hot destination. And then next up would be a pair of shorts. I just have these dressy shorts right here. I like them for like a beachy vacation in a light color, and they can go with any one of the tops that I just showed you. And then I have these dress down shorts which are really tight to the body, and I tend to wear these either like to lounge around as well or paired with one of those shirts. For some reason I like that combination and I feel comfortable in it, so I am going to be taking these very versatile pair of shorts. And last but not least, these matching lounge shorts to the white shirt I just showed you. These are also my pajamas, so I don't feel the need to pack a pair of pajamas and a lounge set. These are perfectly fine for pajamas as well. So the takeaway from my clothing items are, of course, I pack things that are appropriate for the weather. I packed varying shapes and sizes. Some things are a little tighter fitting, some things are looser fitting, some things are longer, some things are shorter. And of course I ensured that everything went together, like aesthetically they all look good together and can mix and match. But that's enough about that because I can already feel myself rambling, so let's just move on to the other areas of the closet. Let's go to shoes. I'm only going to be taking 1 pair of shoes, okay? That's it, and I'm going to show you really quickly because they're horrendously dirty, but I am going to be taking my Birkenstock Eva sandals. I really have the space to be able to take more than that, but the truth is 99 times out of 100, especially on vacation, especially when I'm walking, especially in a hot weather destination, I'm just gonna be wearing the Birkenstock Eva sandals anyway, so why even bother packing a pair of heels? Plus, like I mentioned, this isn't a very fancy, vacation. I'm not going on late dinner dates with my husband. We have a baby with us. So this is perfectly sufficient for me, just a casual pair of sandals that I personally feel like can go with everything that I just showed you in the clothing department. So that's it for shoes. And lastly from the closet is undergarments and bathing suits. So for undergarments, of course, I'm not gonna show you or explain what I packed on camera, but I will tell you, because there's a lot of little items, I like to pack it in this little zippable mesh bag just to keep everything corralled. And then for bathing suits, this seems excessive, but I feel like I want to bring all three. We'll see how everything fits in my bag at the end. If I need to make cuts, I'm sure I will cut one of these bathing suits, but I would like to bring all three, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to be wearing these way more than I'm going to be wearing anything else. Like, bathing suits are going to be my outfits of the day, right? I'm going to be spending all my days at the pool or, by the beach. So I want to bring one that's like nice and secure, my full length bathing suit. And then I have one that's, a little bit more for tanning. It has slightly less coverage. It's like a bikini style. And then I have kind of a mid-rise, like a high-rise bathing suit with a top with a little bit more coverage. So there was plenty of space left in that little zip mesh bag. So I'm just gonna pop all my bathing suits in there, again, just to keep everything contained when traveling. Okay, and moving on now though to the final part of my wardrobe, and that's bags, accessories, and jewelry. And I am actually going to be taking another bag. This is rare for me, but I'm doing it for a specific reason. Most of the time when I'm packing, it's for a plane. So I need to fit everything inside a bag, usually my backpack because I only have one personal item, and I don't have the luxury of having a purse beside me. But like I said, I'm taking a car this time and a ferry. But in both of those scenarios, it's totally fine for me to have, a little purse on me as well. I have smaller bags, but I have a son and I'm gonna wanna take probably a few more items with me, and this one is nice and expandable, even if we're going to something like dinner. It's crossbody, so I still have my hands free, which is important to me as a mom. So that's it for bags, and in a similar vein, next up is my wallet, which of course is just a necessity when traveling. I also have an accessory, my sunglasses. Of course, these are a must if I'm heading to a sunny destination. And then the final thing from the closet is my little jewelry box. I typically don't take much jewelry when traveling, but A, I have, like I've mentioned 10 times, the luxury of space, and B, I actually have been experimenting a little bit more with my jewelry. I think that's because I've gotten a few new items in from Lanier, and yeah, I'm just on a bit of a jewelry kick, so I want to experiment a little bit with jewelry over these next few days, so I'm going to be taking my entire jewelry kit as well. All right, my friends, so wardrobe done. No more clothes, no more bags. We are heading next to the second bulkiest, the most things that I need to pack from space of the house, and that is the bathroom. So I have 2 of a 3 bag set here, the large and the medium. This is housing all things, washroom related, and then this is housing all of my makeup. So let's just start with this big, large bag. First item, makeup eraser. Very annoying to travel with in my opinion because it gets wet, you have to dry it, but totally worth it if I am going for 3 full nights. So I have a sunscreen, a really tiny natural sunscreen, and then a mosquito repellent. And it of course is a natural one as well, so I can use it for the whole family. This is the Dr. Bronner's Baby Unscented 18-in-1 Castile soap. I take this with me everywhere that I go. I'm allergic to a lot, so this is what I go for me and my family. I'll actually probably refill this a little bit because we're running low. And then I also won't compromise on my moisturizer. This is the CeraVe Moisturizing Cream. I use it on my face and body. And the next up is oral care. I just keep this in its own, little baggie because obviously I don't want to mix in with any of the other stuff in here. And then I have any medication that we might need. We probably will not touch this. I always take it and we never end up needing anything, but just in case like I get a migraine or something like that. I'm actually going to be taking a little perfume. I don't wear perfume too often, but this little sample is small, it fits, so I'm going to take that. And then what else do we have? Oh yes, hair. So I have a hair brush, and then I just have this simple scrunchie. Okay, moving on to the last things in my bag. I have a nail file and my eyebrow pluckers. I like to take these wherever I go. And another note is I'm not going to be taking any hair products, not shampoo nor conditioner. I've never reacted poorly to any shampoo and conditioner I've ever used, so I'm totally fine to use whatever the hotel has offered to me. Let's move along now though to the medium-sized bag, all things makeup. Okay, I have taken most makeup items with me. I have just left out a few of my powders. So I've left out my powder, blush, bronzer, and highlight. So that means that I have left a concealer, a powder, a liquid cheek product that acts as a blush, bronzer, and highlighter all together for me, a brow pencil and a brow mascara, an eyeliner and a mascara, and then 2 lip liners, which I wear as lipstick, and a lip gloss. And then the only makeup related tools that I am bringing are the 2 brushes that I use for my powder. And then I'm also going to be bringing an eyelash curler. And that is it when it comes to makeup and makeup related tools. And with this smaller bag done, that's it. That's everything from the washroom. So the next area of the home where I have, the bulkiest items to pack is definitely the office. So tech-wise for this trip, I do think I'm going to be bringing a laptop. If, all the stars align, I would like to get some editing done on this trip, so the laptop I will be packing. And then other tech items, I will be bringing my cell phone, although I don't particularly want to, but I want to be able to take some photos of my son, I guess, so I'll bring my cell phone. And then last but not least, I will bring my little AirPods, mainly only for editing. That's kind of all I need these for these days, so I will take my little AirPods as well. And unfortunately, that means I'm going to need to take some cords as well, so I'm going to need to take my laptop charger and my cell phone charger. And the only other thing from the office I would like to bring is this little idea notebook and a pen. I know I've got a cell phone, I've got a laptop, I can take all my notes, I can type them down, but there's something about a pen and paper. So I would like to take this. If I do need to cut something and we're getting tight on space, yeah, sure, I will put this away because it's definitely redundant. But if I have the space, I would like to take this. So the office is done. Let's head next to entertainment. So I think I'm going to take 2 things, a book on a beach vacation. Yeah, sounds amazing. And then a deck of cards. I really want to take the time to read a book and play a game with my husband if I can. Okay, and moving along to the final area of the home, the last area always to pack for me, even actually if it is a little bit of bulkier items, it's always the last area to pack, and that is the kitchen. It's just the last thought when I'm heading out the door to grab a snack and grab my water bottle. Speaking of, I'm always going to be packing this water bottle, so it is definitely coming along with me. Don't know if you can hear my little son in the back. He's having a good time eating some snacks with Dada. Anywho's moving on. Snacks for mom. I'm not actually 100% sure what I'm going to be bringing, but I just have this little pack of salted nuts and then some beef jerky. That seems like a good, road snack to bring. But always, I will be packing gum. I have a little bit of a gum addiction, so I know it's not very good for me, especially just standard gum like this, but I'm going to be taking it, and I bought one actually in this kind of little hard case, which I prefer, so I'm just going to take the whole thing and pack that. And my friends, that's the kitchen done, but in reality, when I would go to pack snacks for myself, of course I would also pack snacks for my husband and my baby. So what I would actually probably do is, instead of packing all of those items into my actual weekender or duffel bag, I would take one of these foldable bags, which I bring with me every single place I travel. Even if I'm just heading outside for some quick groceries, I will bring this bag. It's a little foldable one. So I would unfold this, unfurl this, and probably put all of the food items into this bag and put that in the car. And that would be it for the kitchen. So my friends, that is it. We have gone through the entire house. I went through room by room and showed you exactly what I will be packing. So let's just finally pack up and see if everything fits. I might make a few cuts along the way. Of course, this is a lot of stuff. I personally think this is a lot of stuff for 3 nights, 4 days. And I do like to keep things still fairly minimal, even though we do have the luxury of space. So if it's feeling too bulky, I will make some cuts. So let's just see how everything is fitting. Okay, so we're all packed up with space to spare. That's great. But a few things I wanted to mention. I'm always going to pull out what I'm actually wearing on the travel day. Typically, if I'm flying, I will do this first because I put on my really bulky items if I am flying by plane. But again, we have a little bit more space, and I just decided to pick out the item that I'm actually going to be most comfortable in the car, and that's this lounge set here with my Birkenstock Eva sandals and even this hair clip as well. So that's my travel day outfit, and along with that, I'm going to have my purse. Let me show you what I actually packed in my purse, which is going to be like right on me as opposed to the bag that's in the trunk. So I have my gum, my gum in the very front pocket here. And then once you open this up, I have my cell phone on me as well. And then inside the actual zipped portion, I have my wallet just to keep it safe and my sunglasses if I need them. And that is it in my purse. I might actually too take a few essentials for my son, but when it comes to me, that's all that's going in my purse. And now moving on to the big one, the big bad boy that we have all been waiting for, my weekender bag. And I'm just so surprised that everything fit so well into this bag. Now, when I do these videos, typically I give you recommendations for how to pack. This video, I think I need recommendations from you. How do you pack a laptop in a bag like this? I have only ever packed a laptop ever in my backpack, so please let me know if you have any tips in the comments down below. And then other than that, nothing is, seriously thought out when I packed this bag. I just rolled my clothes and then had smaller items contained into bags, whether that be like my undergarments and my bathing suits or anything from the bathroom, and that was it. So there wasn't really too much to talk about when it came to actually how I packed this bag, but it all fit. So I'm really, really happy about that. And yeah, I hope that this video helped you to determine what you might want to pack for an upcoming trip. The biggest thing that I hope you take away though, besides like the actual specific items that I packed, is asking yourself that who, what, why, when, where, how. That is the framework in which this entire thing operates. That's my system. And then if you take away two things from this video, which if you do, thank you so much, that's amazing. But the second thing to take away from this video would be to go room by room in your house when packing. Just try it out. If it's not for you, that's totally fine. You might have a different system when you pack, but this way to me ensures that I don't leave anything behind. This system actually makes it so that I don't need a packing checklist, because the actual items I take can vary a little bit. And I find if I go space by space, room by room, I'm not gonna miss the essential things that I need for that trip. It's just the system that works best for me. So I would encourage you to give it a try if you are looking, for new ways to pack. Those two things help me the absolute most. Pack appropriate things for the, place that I am going and not miss anything that could be essential. So I'm gonna take this very heavy bag off my lap and close out this video. Just thank you so much for being here. I really love to film these videos and they're actually good for me. I didn't really solidify this system until I started filming videos. It's kind of one of those things that I did on autopilot and I never really thought through. So thank you so much. You've actually really helped to solidify my packing, and it's so streamlined now. And with a baby, time is precious and I can pack for myself in like 2 seconds flat. It's awesome. So thank you so much for coming along and checking out what I am packing for my island, my Mexico Island beach vacation for 3 nights, 4 days coming up very, very soon. I am so excited. Anyways, thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. I really hope to catch you on my next minimalism video. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.